Good afternoon. How you doing? Let's get right into it. No need to waste time. We're gonna start this meeting off with this speech off. I don't know what to call it at this point, but I'm sure we'll work it out. We're gonna start this off with a moment of silence, followed by the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I got a little lesson today, and we're gonna go to the 9-step promises and verify this lesson. Everything that I'm doing, it comes right out of the book, right out of the book. That's my favorite way to teach. That's my favorite way to get this recovery thing. Is I go right to the book, pages 1 through 164. That's the lessons. That's the lessons. That is the meat and potatoes of the recovery program. I want to start it off by saying, thank you everybody who's tuning in today, tonight, or whenever you see it, and I hope it's beneficial for you. We're gonna go to the 9-step promises. We'll do how it works. The next video we'll do how it works, and we'll make sure that comes along in the first beginning. So let's go to the 9-step promises. The 9-step promises are on page 83 to 84. Let's get it. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna get into this story. I like to get into, give you a little something about me, It says, if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. And that's not that's not saying we're gonna be wild. That's not saying we're gonna be wild. That's not saying we're gonna be a loss of breath. Things are gonna be wonderful. That's not. It said we will be amazed. That's mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. We will be amazed before we're halfway through. What? Say that again. We'll be amazed before we're halfway through. So, really, once we start to work them steps, once we get to 1, 2, 3, 4, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. That's saying something right there. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor will we shut the door on it. See, that's one thing, dealing with the program that we work on, That's why we got to make our amends and do a fearless and searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. A fearless moral inventory of ourselves. We got to admit to ourselves, to somebody else, the exact nature of our wrongs. And once we start to do all this, we release everything that's been holding us down, all the burdens that's been holding us down. We release that. We know a new freedom after that. Because you know why? We don't have no more secrets. Ain't no more secrets. Everything is all out in the open. I tell you, don't get no sweeter than that, huh? All right. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. I tell you what, I've been drinking and drugging for 21, 22 years straight. Really, my whole life was in turmoil. There was no peace, and I wondered why everything always went shitty. Everything went downhill, and I mean fast. I ain't know no peace. I ain't know no peace. I didn't even know how to get peace. The first way to start peace, help me out. And I used to get in the big book. That's the Bible, of course. And I got in the big book, and still I didn't understand it. So I needed this book. I needed the AA book, because the AA book is like the Bible for dummies. Well, I gotta call a spade a spade. I gotta call it like I see it, huh? And sometimes I can be a dummy, a lot of times, you know. But let's continue on. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we have seen how our experience can benefit others. Let's keep going. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. You know, I'm a highlight that for myself. But you know, a lot of times that uselessness and self-pity, you know, we kick ourselves in the butt after we done went on one of them old fire sprees. You heard me? We done went on a spree, and now we want to kick ourselves in the butt. We tell ourselves, I ain't nothing, I ain't never gonna be nothing. I never would amount to nothing. And you know what? We can't blame ourselves totally, because growing up, or even when you get older, those things are implanted in us. See, they have another spirit that works against us. Yeah. So when a kid comes up, you know that spirit, he works through whoever he can work through. And I'm talking about the evil spirit. And at the time, sometimes he'd send one of them little kids and say, oh, he'll walk up to me and say, ooh. And he say, Mama, what's wrong with him? Why are you missing teeth? Mama, what's wrong with him? Why is he so fat? Mama, why his eyes like that? And that's to instill in you some uselessness. That's to make you feel self-pity. Oh, I'm fat, I can't do it. I might as well go ahead and get toe up. Get messed up. I might as well. Because look at where I'm at right now. That's what that type of spirit, that's his job. That's what it does. That's what it does. I'm gonna tell a story. All right. Here goes my story. And it's a true story, by the way. Well, I was offshore, and I go offshore 2-3 months at a time. I was working on a dive boat in Triton, I believe. I was working on the dive boat for a year or so, and when we go out, as long as it's not no real turbulent water, I stay out there. We stay out there for as long as possible. With that said, I get to call home every night, or every other night. I try to call home, and when you're a veteran out there, you call home once a week. Of course, I ain't never been that much of a veteran, so I got to call at least every other day. But I called and I talked to the kids. I have 2 boys, 2 sons. I had 2 sons at the time. I was married. And so I had talked to the boys. And they said, Dad, you've been gone a long time. Yes, I have. What y'all need? Y'all need anything? No, no, we all right. But when you come home, can we go to Blue Bayou? Yeah, we can go to Blue Bayou. You know us, Dad. We just say, yeah, we can go to Blue Bayou. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can go. All right, Dad. You promise? Yeah, I promise. I promise. When I get home, I'm gonna take y'all to Blue Bayou. You don't gotta worry about that, cause keep in mind I'm coming home offshore, and I am gonna have all the money that I feel that I could take care of everything, including that. So I get home maybe about 2 weeks later, and it was a Saturday. They had to go to school. I got home like a Wednesday, and they had to go to school Thursday or Friday or something like that. Well, they was busy Thursday or Friday, and I got in Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So we had come to the conclusion for the weekend I was gonna take them Saturday. You know, Saturday came. I could have swore it was like 3 a.m. You hear me? You heard me? 3 a.m. in the morning. And the kids are waking me up. Dad, you ready? I promise it's a true story. Dad, you ready? I'm like, no, I ain't ready. It's 3:30. Go back to sleep. 3 o'clock, go back to sleep. So they come back, and seemed like it was 10 minutes later. This time, they got the floaties on. I'm talking about they got the full thing, the full floaty on. And the thing aired up and everything. I'm talking about the little duck head sitting up like this, and both of them, they by the bed. Dad, you ready? Oh, go back to sleep. It's too early. They left for a little minute and come back, and this time they come with the whole snorkel. They had a whole snorkel. They had the snorkel, they had the flippers on, and they still had on the floaters. Dad, you ready? No, if y'all keep bothering me, I ain't taking y'all nowhere. That's what I told them. They didn't care. You know how them kids is, relentless. At least mine were. And so I take it about an hour or two later. They come back and, Dad, you ready? Oh, go back to sleep. But this time they got a little backpack with them. I'm talking about we can't never get them to feed themselves when we want them to. Make them a sandwich. We got to make them a sandwich. Pretty much had to make them cereal, you know. And they come back. They had their lunch pack this time and everything. Man, leave me. Y'all ain't gonna let me sleep. I'm not gonna check y'all. Y'all keep this up. You know, I got a little funky attitude with them. You heard me, but them children were persistent, relentless. So they came back. It was 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. He said, Dad, come on now, Dad, hurry up. Come on, we want to go. I thought you was gonna take us to Blue Bayou. I said, I'm coming. Y'all not even letting me sleep. And keep in mind, they still fully dressed, got their little lunch and everything. And they say, Dad, but you promised. At that moment, I had to get up. At that moment, I had to get up. They say, Dad, but you promised. And I did promise. So I had to get up and take care of what I needed to take care of. I said all that to say, when I read you about your experience being a benefit to others, you will know peace, you will not have to run from your past, none of that stuff. You will be amazed before you're halfway through. And what are those? That is the 9 step promises. Page 83 and 84. It says, are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, but they will always materialize if you work more. That's the promise. That's the promise. That says a lot right there. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you again. Let's close this out with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all sin and evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.